What's up, guys? It's Dwayne, back again for another video, back again for a reaction, and today is a great, wonderful, beautiful, amazing day because it's a Christmas day. Well, it's not Christmas Day, but it's a Finland day. Finnish versus British Christmas. Without further ado, let's get into this reaction. Let's go.
Man, it feels like forever since I just sat down and chatted with you guys without tasting something or, you know. It feels nice. It feels really nice. So this will be, I think, maybe my third Christmas spending it in Finland. And you know what? I do have mixed feelings about this because while Christmas in Finland is pretty great, I also kind of really like Christmases in the UK. So today I thought I would do a little bit of a comparison between Finnish Christmas and British Christmas and see if one of them's better than the other. I don't know if that's even possible.
I don't know if that's even possible. I am biased because I'm British and I think we have awesome Christmas and the food is awesome. I don't think it's the best in the world for Christmas. But let's see what you guys have to offer. Let's see what you guys do on Christmas.
Impossible, but I don't know, let's see. So let's start off with a subject that's near and dear to my heart, and that is Christmas food. And while I think the core of Christmas food is the same in both countries, they couldn't be more different at the same time. And of course the mentality at Christmas is the more food the better in both countries, so that makes me happy. And of course the food will differ from family to family, but at least on my side we would always have a ham at home. A little bit different to the joulukinkku.
So we always have a ham. Yes, we normally have two meats in my household. We'd probably have a ham and we'd probably have a turkey. Oh, we'd have, a ham. We'd probably have, that's normally what we do. A ham and a turkey.
Ham lamb usually on the table. And in Finland, of course, there is the joulukinkku, the Christmas ham, which is wonderful. So I mean, those two kind of equal each other out. But then what goes with the ham and the side dishes, that's where things get a little bit, you know, off course. So at least in my family at home, we would have the ham and then you'd have like potatoes, like whole potatoes. So the potatoes would be actual potatoes on the plate. The carrots would be actual carrots on the plate. But yeah, in Finland, they decide to mush it all up and put it in a box. Now, while I guess the essence...
Oh, okay. It's kind of like stuffing if it's all mushed together like that.
...of the food is the same. It's very different when you decide to mush it up. Also, I would probably say that there's more gravy involved in a British Christmas dinner.
Right.
Yeah, I do like my gravy. And I guess that...
Yeah, we love gravy in Britain. Britain, would have gravy on anything. It has to be wet. So, sorry for the word, but anything we eat has to be wet. It doesn't matter what it is, it has to be wet. Even if we have to put ketchup on it to make it wet, vinegar to make it wet, gravy, anything, it has to have moisture. We even made the Indian people, when they came to Britain, like change their curries, make them more saucy. We like sauce. So if it's dry, Brits are a bit like, oh, it's a bit too dry for me. So I get what he's saying.
Yes, there's also a little bit more fish involved. And I, for one, quite like the gravlax. So yeah, gravilohi, I think it is in Finnish. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's hard to decide out of the two. It's going to have to be a draw for me on the food aspect of Christmas. There's probably people on both sides just screaming at me like, how could you say that? But you got to try both. You got to try both, and then, you know, you'll see why I'm so split. I do have one thing which I miss a lot, and in fact I've actually brought these over from the UK to Finland.
Let me guess, right? This is a test of my Britishness. He's either going to say pigs in blankets or he's going to say stuffing. But I'm going to go for pigs in blankets. Let's see.
And for the Christmases that I've spent here, and that is Christmas crackers. And for those of you...
Oh, I'm wrong then. I thought it was food. Oh, Christmas crackers. You don't have Christmas crackers. Oh, yeah, I'd miss those as well. That's a very British thing, I think. Christmas cracker.
If you don't know what a Christmas cracker is, It's quite a fun little tradition. So you'll find a Christmas cracker pretty much on every single table at Christmas time in the UK. And basically what they are like mini explosives which you fight over your family. And inside these crackers is a hat, a crown, a joke usually, and a little toy or a little knick-knack, whatever. And
it's such a British thing.
I think usually you would pull these before you start eating. Everyone would put their silly little crown on. Not me, because they don't make the crowns big enough. So I usually put the crown on and it splits because it's made out of this thin little paper. And then I spend the rest of the dinner being jealous of everyone that
we've both got
could
big
wear
heads.
The crown. And of course, one person would get the big half with all the goodies in, and the other person would be left with nothing. And the joke's always terrible, but you know, by Christmas dinner, everyone's had a few shandies and stuff, so you know they might get a little laugh. And one example is, let me see, what do you call a boomerang that doesn't come back? A stick. That's an actual Christmas cracker joke.
Yeah,
you're welcome. And I don't know if it's just that Christmas crackers haven't made it over to Finland, or if Finns are, you know, morally against having explosives at the table, because these things like make a pop sound when you pull them. It's like,
but it's an actual explosive. Like it's literally like an actual proper explosive.
Like one of those banger things that you throw on the ground as kids. I don't know, but they're fun, and yeah, that's something I miss. But I mean, you can have all the Christmas crackers that you want at the dinner table. Finland is literally the home of Santa Claus. I mean, Finland rests its case. Like,
mate, like, yeah, you've got that. You've got us with that. I mean, you're the home of Santa Claus. It's over. You win.
How can you beat that? So I went to Rovaniemi last winter, and literally as you get off the plane, it says, welcome to Rovaniemi, the home of Santa Claus. But I do have a question for Santa. Does he start by delivering the gifts in Finland, or does he kind of make a loop back around? And like when he gets to Finland, he's like, home. I'll just deliver these 5 or 6 million presents and then it's to bed for me. So I don't know if we're doing points in this video. I haven't decided yet, but I mean, that's definitely a point for Finland. Yeah, this next one, maybe I should have talked about this first, but the day in which Christmas is actually celebrated is very different. In Finland, I think for most families, Christmas Eve, so the 24th, is the main day where like gifts are exchanged, or if...
Yeah, I've heard this. I mean, in England though, some households do like exchange gifts on the 24th as well.
Santa Claus or joulupukki is coming, then he will come on the 24th. So he does start. He does start with Finland, of course.
Yeah, because if he's the 24th, he starts in Finland.
It all makes sense now, because in the UK, the main day is the 25th, where you will find the presents under the tree. And Christmas Eve in the UK is generally a normal day, unless it falls on a weekend. Pretty much everyone will go to work. I've worked pretty much every single Christmas Eve I can remember.
Christmas Eves and as well.
I've
even worked on Christmas Day. That was very depressing. In hindsight, I should have rang in sick. But I worked in a hospital. I wouldn't do that.
It's much less of a day than in Finland. Now for me, this is a little bit of a non-issue, because there are 2 days, so why not celebrate on both? We're in a Finnish-English family. 24th, we will have Christmas Day as the Finns celebrate Christmas, and on 25th, we will do it British style, crackers and everything. Now I wouldn't be a true British person if I didn't talk about the Queen. God bless her. Now every year on Christmas Day, the Queen will make a little Christmas speech. So the Queen's speech is actually something really lovely.
May she rest in peace, because she is no longer with us. So we have the King's speech now, because this is a little bit old.
And something I actually look forward to every year, because it's not often that you hear the Queen talk, let alone do an entire speech. And this speech is really nice. She kind of wraps up the year in this nice little bubble. and talks about the good things and of course the bad things that are happening, and kind of summarizes and, I don't know, gives her 2 cents on everything. But now, of course, thanks to technology, I don't have to miss out if I'm in Finland because I can get it up on my laptop. That is definitely something that I do every single year. I make sure to try and catch it when it goes up like on TV rather than catch it later on YouTube.
Yeah, honestly, guys, it's hard to explain. The only way I can explain it is like, oh, you guys have a tradition, isn't it, where you watch... It's Finland, right? I'm pretty sure it's you that watches the parliamentary thing with your parliament, and there's a day, and it's a tradition, and you watch parliament come in. No, it's like a party for like your like prime minister or your minister, your president. It's like a president's party. The Queen's speech is almost like that in the sense it's a tradition that we have every single year. Christmas Day, when you're eating your Christmas dinner, at lunchtime, around 12ish, the Queen pops up on the screen and she starts speaking to you about the year gone by, and it's like a motivational speech. That's what it is. It's really good.
On YouTube or something, which apparently is a thing. And while I don't think Finland has a speech per se, I think there is someone that comes out and says, was it the Christmas peace or something, and for X amount of days no one's allowed to do anything nasty, basically. It's like, just stay at home, eat, drink and be merry, and don't cause any trouble for, was it 20 days or something, which I think is also a nice tradition. It's just we got the Queen to do it. Now let's talk a little bit about Boxing Day, which is an interesting day because only a few countries like kind of recognize it. And this is the 26th of December, so the day after Christmas Day. And from what I understand, Boxing Day has absolutely nothing to do with boxing. I don't exactly know why it's called Boxing Day, but...
I can tell you why. Oh, so I remember Boxing Day is the day I feel like it's the day you'd bring back your gifts. You would box up your gifts that you don't want and you'd bring them back to the shop. Something like that is literally something to do with boxes. Recycle your boxes. It's something to do with boxes. Guys, 1 second, let's have a look. Okay. So guys, Boxing Day, like it said, it's a holiday it's celebrated after Christmas Day, and it originated as a holiday to give gifts to poor people, which is really sweet. Obviously, as a people, we've got more means, so it's not to do with that anymore. More selfish. And now Boxing Day forms part of Christmas celebrations where people choose to take advantage of Boxing Day sales. So it's no longer about giving to the poor like it used to be, like boxing up the gifts that you don't want and giving them to the poor, or boxing up some gifts to give to people that are less fortunate. Now we use Boxing Day to take advantage of Boxing Day sales. It's a retail thing, and it's a bank holiday, so everyone has the day off so that we can line the pockets of big corporations. Capitalism, consumerism, Great Britain, the Western world, Europe. So that's what Boxing Day is.
It's not like everyone goes around having fights. But I actually really like Boxing Day. It's kind of the day, I guess actually Christmas Day in Finland, so the day after the main celebration, where you just eat leftovers, you sit and watch TV, you feel really full. And sometimes you'll go visit family and friends and stuff. Yeah. But usually there's some good sports happening on Boxing Day.
That's true. Also, you'd eat leftover food, you'd go shopping, you'd visit family member who you didn't manage to see on Christmas Day. What else? You play with your gifts. If you've got any good gifts, you play with those and learn how to use them. What else would you do on Boxing Day? Boxing Day, it's just a day to eat, be merry, and just sit and watch TV and go shopping. It's just a leisurely day. You don't really do much.
And actually, it's usually the start of all the big sales. They call it Boxing Day sales. So a lot of department stores and stuff will open up on Boxing Day and just be like, buy. But I don't know what happens on the 26th of December in Finland. Do people start going back to work and stuff? In Finland, of course, it wouldn't be Christmas without getting naked and going in a hot room, because I mean,
Sauna.
they do it every other day of the year. Why not do a Finnish Christmas sauna? And of course, this is absolutely not a thing in the UK. Sauna culture just is not there. Unless you're in a gym or something, it's pretty hard to find a sauna anywhere in the country. So unless you want to go for a quick workout on Christmas Day and hop in the sauna there, but I have a feeling you might be alone if you go there in the UK. I personally have never gone to the sauna on Christmas Day. Maybe we'll change that this year. I don't know. But like, at what point in the day do you go for your sauna? Do you go like after dinner when you're feeling all bloated? And the last thing I want to do is get naked. Or do you do it like in the afternoon before the dinners and stuff? I don't know. Let me know.
That's a good question. Let me know in the comment section. Do you do that? When do you have a sauna on Christmas Day? Like, it must be before you eat dinner, because you don't want to sit in there like after you've ate food. Let me know
in the comments. But yeah, they are just a few of the little differences that I've noticed between Finnish and British Christmas. But yeah, let me know what your favorite tradition is, wherever you're from in the world.
So yeah, this video is more about British, I feel like, but like the Finnish culture, I need to learn more about Finnish Christmas and what you guys really do on Christmas Day, because you celebrate mostly on Christmas Eve. Is Christmas Day a day that you celebrate? Let me know in the comment section below. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Until the next one, I will see you very soon.